G'day and welcome back to the channel. My name is Hein from Hein Fitness, and today we are going to do a posture review on day number 5. And it is really cool because to analyze this posture by looking at someone else's form will really help you improve your own form. Because if you can see, hey, that person's not doing something right, it makes some sort of a connection in your brain. So the next time you do it, you will remember to do it. So welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe right now, because then you're going to get access to all of these amazing future videos. And remember, this is day number 5. There's also day number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Day number 1 to the kettlebell, Older Woman Kettlebell Challenge is in the link below. And it is called a Older Woman Kettlebell Challenge. And I'm doing it with my older woman. That is my mom. And I'm really proud of her for progress thus far. So I'm going to be breaking down the posture about each one of these exercises, and we are making use of kettlebells because I think it is the most practical and the best home workout equipment tool that you can use to better yourself and better your health. Okay, so the workout starts off with kettlebell swings. So we're going to be looking at the correct form for the kettlebell swings. I'm going to go through the form and then watch how my mom does her posture, and then you'll also assess it. You'll learn, because the more you learn, the more you earn, but the more you learn, the more you can do, the better you get at it. And then something that we haven't done yet is a one-handed push press. This one is quite fun to do. It builds that lower body and that upper body, bit of core strength and coordination and all those lovely things. And then lastly, sitting and standing. And this, I include this into the workout at least once a week. Remember, this is our 30-day kettlebell Older Woman's Challenge. So that means it's 30 days, Tuesday and Fridays. That is all you need to do. It's twice a week. It is perfect for the older woman, for the older generation, not really for the younger generation, not really for these in their 20s and 30s, simply because your body can get away with eating junk and not really exercising, or exercising a little, and you can really do a lot to your body. But we need to look at changing the way we exercise and our mindset as we grow older. And I'm so proud of my mom. And I created this workout program specifically because she wants to get into a better health condition and tone her thighs. So I was like, wow, let's start. Okay, well, good thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start this and look at this little happy dance. It's really nice to see her get out of her shell a little bit. So we're gonna start off with showing you how to do the kettlebell swings. Okay, so I've got this little pointing stick so I can point out the posture. Now have your kettlebell just about a half a foot, 15 to 20 centimeters away from your feet in a perpendicular fashion. So your feet are like that, kettlebell is like that, just like that. You bend a little bit at the hips, you keep your back nice and straight, and as you start to pull up, you're pulling back. That's called loading the kettlebell. And you only go until that shoulder height. You see there? It's that shoulder height is the one where you want to go, keeping that back nice and straight as you bend. Okay, and then you want to thrust forward with your hips. You see there? Wow, look at that. Keeping it in line. I actually forgot I did that. Okay, so there you also feel a little bit in your abs because you have to push forward, thrust with your hips. That will also come in handy. It's good for strengthening the whole posterior if you focus on thrusting with those hips, because it's low impact. So you want to do as much as possible. You don't really want to just swing your arms. And do yourself a favor, check out the other posture review videos, because you always learn something, because it's difficult to coach one-on-one like this and absorb all the information. So let me be your personal trainer right now. Subscribe. Okay, so there you go. Get a partner to help you hit up there to the hand. That helps a lot better with the back. But do you see over there that upper back is kind of still curved up top there? So my mom just needs to push up her chest a little bit, her feet. Yes, that's good. It's good that she's not just squatting, but that is acceptable form. It is really good. She is now like 62 and she's never exercised in her life before, so it is really nice. Notice as well, this is a 4 kilogram kettlebell, or about a 7 to 8 pound kettlebell. So that is really enough. She was probably huffing and puffing. The next one that we're looking at is something called a push press. Okay, so have a look at me while we're doing the push press. You kind of want to nestle that kettlebell very nice in there between your upper arm and your forearm, because that will create a nice stability. You want to keep that thumb on your chest as well as you're going. You want to keep that thumb by your chest, and that's your starting point really. Okay, so you're gonna go up there and push up, down. Now, this is just as demonstration. You need to keep it by your chest. Okay, I couldn't do it because of the mic, but this side is better, right? So it's push press is a slight squat in the knees. See that? A slight squat and push, slight squat. You shouldn't really go over your toes with that. It goes up, down, there you go, up, there you go. Just that upward motion. It is more difficult doing it with a chest, okay? But start off, motion is the lotion. So let's analyze how my mom does it, and let's correct her form, because that is, oof, wow, it's so good just to watch someone else. Okay, so I've got 2 kettlebells. One is the 4 kettlebell for my mom, and then a 2 kilogram kettlebell for upward moving, because 4 kilograms can become a little bit heavy, right? Let that rest on that arm. That's exactly what to do. Because it's quite interesting actually how a kettlebell's weight affects you. Look at that angle of her arm. Her arm was going forward instead of upright. You see there? It needs to be upright, but there's quite a big angle. That is the first thing that I noticed. That puts a lot more pressure over on her shoulder joints and on her shoulder muscles. It will, yes. What I did also realize is that while doing a slight bend in the knees, bend as a squat, my mom's knees would go inward. That is a sign of not strong glutes, not strong legs, to be able to support in your legs bow inward. You can do some extra research on that as well. I'm not going to dive into that right now. But yes, look how low she's holding it there as well. That's when she dips down a little bit too much. Her hand needs to rest on her chest and push up. This is now where the real coaching comes in. Okay. There you go. So now we've done 15 on one side, and now we're doing 15 on the other side, because it's a one-handed push press. You see there? You want to kind of push those legs outward. You want to push those legs outward so that your knee, it's kind of like in the middle of your foot. You don't really want to bend inwards. Still, you see there, the heel is lifting. That I'll have a look out for next time, because that is also not good. You rather want to sink your body backward so that the heel weight takes onto that heel. You don't really want to bend forward like that, because that means it's extra strain on your body, extra strain on your knees. I didn't pick that up during the workout, but that's why it's so good to do these posture reviews. So comment below if you spot something that I missed, or just comment, but always be nice, okay? Like, let's not be weird and rude and those things. So that was a really cool thing that we just did. And now we're going to look at sitting and standing. So have a look at how I get up. You do a really low squat, and then you put your hand a little bit to the back, all with control. You drop your right leg and then your left leg. You're in this nice seated position. You put your right hand back out again, followed by your left foot up, and then your right foot up, nice and close. Help your body up, and then nice solid standing, both all together. So that pretty soon you're going to get efficient at getting up off the floor. The muscles that this is working, look there, it's all that quads there from that angle. So if you can practice sitting up and standing down, sitting down and standing up, then that will mean that in any place you are, you have got the confidence that you can get up off the floor. It sounds silly if I had to say that to a 20-year-old, but to a 60-year-old, it makes complete sense. That's why I absolutely love my mom, and I love the older generations. And I love the kettlebells, because this is practical working experience. You see there, my mom just flew back. Go back with as much control as possible. 2 weeks ago, when we first started, my mom could not do this. You have to make those neural pathways in your brain to be able to get up off the floor once you are seated down. It was crazy. Do yourself a favor, have a look at the day one posture review and the day one. Day one is in the link below, and you can follow along, and do follow along because it's really fun. Right, look at this. Executed perfectly for her skill level. Okay, so her heels are still coming off the ground. It means a little bit of inflexibility. You need to also stretch, right? Much better with control. I was telling her, prompting her, using that arm to get up, fantastic. and coming up. Look at that deep squat, still using her hands a little bit. This was an extremely hot day. So yeah, she was suffering a little bit, starting to get tired. And when you start to get tired, don't torture yourself. Okay, I'm not a big fan of torturing yourself. I love exercising for fun. I love making exercise fun. I don't want to be battered and beaten and the stuff. So if you are feeling tired, switch to an easier exercise, such as sitting on the chair, which we'll transition to later. And there's also posture involved with that. Change. We call it a modification. Okay, it's not making easy or shortcut. It's called a modification. Great. So over here, you can start seeing down. Ooh, that is very fast. Okay, so you need to control down, squat, hand back, and then get up. But you can imagine legs are starting to get tired. The pace at which we're going has slowed down. Even the pants have started falling lower down. So this is a real tough workout. So as motivation, get someone to do it with you, because that always helps. You can start to see that we're now working together. There you go. Make sure that you have support. Over here, called quits. It's too difficult. Great. So now when you're on the chair, don't rest. It's not a rest. We are still going down, but yes. Go up and sit down, but it is sitting down consciously. That means sitting down slower to activate your legs. And notice how my mom was getting up. Notice her pushing there on those handles. Try not to push on those handles, because you need to grow your leg muscles. You need to get out of the habit of looking old. Wow, what a statement. You know, my best friend, she has got a 3-year-old son. He's turning 4. And she told me something very interesting the one day. She said that her son was starting to go, ooh, ooh, every time he was getting up. And then she started wondering, like, why is this child saying, ooh, ooh? And then this question was on her mind. And then the one day she sat down with him, and then she started saying, ooh, ooh. These sounds that we make, these grunts getting up and down, wow. Let us make movement easy. That is exactly why I've been put onto this earth, to teach you how to make movement easy. And the only way we can make movement easy is by practicing movement. Practicing that healthy mindset, that mindset of saying that you can do it. A great example of mindset in this one is these kettlebells. Have a look at that. That is a 4-kilogram kettlebell. Now, we always did workouts with a 3-kilogram water bottle, which is over there. I included this water bottle here just in case we kept at the 3 kilograms. Now, my mom had the mindset that she couldn't do 4-kilogram kettlebells. But lo and behold, when she actually did it, she could do it. Now, let me also then translate it into something motivational for you. When you think you cannot do something, try it first. Obviously, if it's way too far reach, if someone else tells you, whoa, just slow down, like that's not possible, first do a self-assessment to see if you can do it. If it's only 1 kilogram, that's fine. If it's 10 kilograms, that's commitment. It happens a lot in a gym. When you go to a commercial gym, you want to grab the dumbbells that you want for your set. There isn't. There's either higher or lower. I tend to always go for the higher one because the universe has decided that today you are going to do it a bit more difficult. The shop didn't have 3-kilogram kettlebells. They only had 4 and 2. So I bought both of them. And they're quite cost effective. It was 69 Rand and 130 odd Rand. In total, that's 180 Rand. In terms of dollars, that is only about $10. Not even, yeah, $10. $10 for 2 sets of kettlebells, which you can do at home, work out for free compared to a fat gym membership. Subscribe to the channel and get fit on a budget. Wow, so cool. So yeah, we're going through the kettlebells again. I'm not gonna go through everything. Paused it at the right angle. But what do you notice here? That back, that's good. The hip here can be moved up a little bit more forward, and that's right, slam into that upper hand. Thank you very much for watching this video. It has been a great pleasure to share my knowledge and my insights with you, and as well the exercise with my mom. It has been a great pleasure to be on this journey with my mom, and I'm very excited to share this journey with you. So if you haven't done it before, click on the day 1 and start your own journey. Have a look at the other posture days, because that is really interesting, because you learn really a lot. Because if you ever had a personal trainer, which you probably have, there's a lot of coaching that goes on. The coaching is only words, but there's about 10 different things that you could be working on, and your personal trainer has to choose one at the time, which is the most important for you to get the results. Remember, I'm not preaching perfection, I'm preaching practice. And I'm preaching that you actually do it. Because movement is much better than no movement. So, get a kettlebell, get a bottle of water, fill it up to your desired weight, and just follow along with one of my movements and join the 30-day challenge, because it is absolutely life-changing. That's my goal in life. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching until the very end. Have a wonderful time. If you have any comments, compliments, put them in the description below the video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.